Alright, hi.
Hi.
So we're doing a special sort of video, a Doctor Who video. What should we call this?
I don't know. This doesn't count as an Ask Colin video though because those are on Wednesdays.
I know, I thought about Ask Colin about Doctor Who. Or After the Who.
After the Who, we should do.
You want to call it that?
Yeah.
After the Who? I have to have a title when I put it on YouTube. Oh, here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do.
Here comes the sun, and I'll say it's alright.
Okay, anyway, musical interlude. So, we've just come from church. As you can tell, you can't see, but I'm wearing a white skirt. And sitting on the ground.
This is pretty much normal clothes for me, so.
Yeah. So, we have all Doctor Who questions, if I don't melt. And we'll talk about Doctor Who, and that'll be cool. And then on Wednesday, we'll do another Ask Colin video. It'll be Ask Colin 13. It'll be Who-less. We'll do
unless there are any Ask Colin video, unless there are any Doctor Who ones that you write down.
Well, no, because that's the point of doing this one.
Oh.
And we can maybe do these regularly, maybe not every week. Or
If you don't know what Doctor Who is, stop watching or watch Doctor Who.
stop watching and go watch Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Okay,
Don't
that
do
is
both.
something people asked a lot, and I wasn't going to ask it because I feel like if you're going to watch this video, then you already know who Doctor Who is.
Yeah.
But if someone has never heard of Doctor Who, could you explain it to them real quick?
It is on BBC America. It's a show about a guy who is in a time machine which disguises itself as a TARDIS, but then disguises itself as...
Phone box.
I knew that.
I know.
And it's called the TARDIS, Time and Relative Dimension in Space. And it disguises itself as many different things, but then it got stuck in 1950?
60-something.
Yeah. Well, 1960-something, as a police public call
Broad.
box.
Don't do details. Do broad.
As a police public call box. So that is this time machine. When he dies, he regenerates and changes his face and gets a whole new body
But he's still
and
the
new
Doctor.
kidneys.
Yeah.
And you'll get that joke when you watch the 12th Doctor. And
he just saves people, and
he
it's really
saves
cool.
people.
Sci-fi. It's fun.
it's
Funny
for the
a
whole
lot of times.
family.
Yep. It can be a little scary, but not too scary. I mean,
Yeah.
even Ella will watch it.
yeah.
So
Some
okay.
of the scariest things are dinosaurs on a spaceship, which is still pretty cool.
If you haven't seen Doctor Who, none of this will make sense to you, and we apologize for that. But we did warn you. My bangs are being weird today, that's why I keep messing with them. Anyway,
But they're not ginger.
okay. So let's get
Not
started.
ginger bangs.
Yes. So let's get started on the questions, okay?
Yes.
Got a few of them. Who is Missy?
I think Missy is Clara, but older, but evil. Well, it's someone evil, and I think she's grouping up people that the Doctor was responsible for their deaths,
Right.
and then she's gonna make them turn against him and then force it as an army. Because,
Something.
that guy that he pushed out of the hot air balloon,
Uh-huh.
made of skin, which is just gross, and, the guy and the girl who, well, I think the guy's gonna be there, but the girl who died because she was saving the Doctor, and he was responsible for that, so.
Okay, so, but, it seems as if whoever Missy is, my opinion is that whoever she was originally, something happened to her brain, scrambled her a little bit, made her a little nuts. Maybe that's why she's after the Doctor.
She's evil.
Okay, do you think we've seen her before? You just said you think she's Clara.
Yes, I think we have seen her before. And actually, the short show type thing, before they showed the actual Doctor Who, we saw Missy taking pictures with the Doctor and such.
Well, no, they were filming a scene together, it looked like,
Yeah.
for the show. So at some point they've been together. I don't know. Maybe she'll be a new character they introduce. I don't know.
Maybe she's just completely new and insane. Well, she said boyfriend, so and maybe it relates.
What happens to the people with Missy? Come closer. And how does she get them?
I think she gets them by somewhat the same way the Doctor saved Gia in the first place. when it exploded, when their ship exploded. I think she like transports them right before they die, but calls it heaven because it seems like they died. Or maybe she's just an evil version of God. I don't know. She's...
Do you think a Dalek can be good?
If you really mess with its head, yeah.
Because in the
Because,
episode
like,
he was saying,
the Dalek alien thing itself can be good, but the machine changed it to make it evil, I think.
well, what?
So...
Actually, I'm not going to ask any other questions because they're probably in here. Is the Doctor a good man? Do you think?
He used to be.
Yeah.
Not anymore. I think the 12th Doctor is... I think when the Time Lords gave him that new regeneration, they corrupted him.
Maybe. I was not thrilled with him sort of tricking that guy into thinking he was saving him and then having him die. I was
Yeah.
not happy about that at all.
And I hate how he was just cracking jokes when he died. He's the top layer if you want to say any words.
That wasn't cool.
I know. And the guy really thought he was going to save his life, and then he ends up
Yeah.
killing him.
I want the Doctor. The Doctor as a character is a good man. Is this Doctor regeneration going to be good? I
think he's
hope
going to be
so,
like...
eventually.
Because the 6th Doctor was a little evil, and we're like, oh, but he's still good. He's just a little grumpy. I think this is a regeneration where he's just downright mean.
Well, do you remember?
If Matt Smith or David Tennant or one of the other doctors let the Dalek see into his mind, they wouldn't see as much evil.
Right.
I don't
Well,
think.
but now my bangs are really bugging me. Do you remember when David Tennant said to Billy
Piper?
Why did I don't know what I was going to call her, but that wasn't what I was going to call her. Anyway, he said to her that when they met, when he was the Ninth Doctor, he was, not great. He was angry, and she helped him. Maybe that's what Clara's going to do for this Doctor. She's going to sort of nurse him back into kindness.
Yeah.
Okay, favorite Doctor and favorite companion.
Favorite Doctor, the 7th. Favorite companion, Clara Oswald Oswald.
My favorite Doctor is the 10th, David Tennant, and my favorite companion is Rose. Favorite episode?
I don't know. They're all great. But I have to say... I don't know.
Well, my favorite is... Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I wasn't going to say anything.
The one where Rose dies, but doesn't really die. Bad Wolf Bay, where they say goodbye. Oh, now, is that my favorite, or is the one where... No, my favorite is the one where it's the... what is it? Metacrisis?
What?
And there's the two 10th Doctors. And they're all in the TARDIS at once. And he says the ship was built for 6 people to fly. You remember that?
And where he said to Rose Tyler's mother, you
don't touch
anything.
And the Donna Doctor, Dr. Donna Noble with the doctor in her brain.
I was just thinking that could be my favorite, but...
That was a good one. And then when they left the extra doctor with Rose, I like that part.
Actually, I'd have to say my favorite is the very first episode of Doctor Who ever, where the
Yeah?
first Doctor visited the cavemen.
Oh, that was a good one.
I love how the cavemen also were just really dumb, and I just really like that one. And he had to cooperate with the dumb cavemen.
I liked the teachers with the granddaughter and that whole. They followed him to the junkyard, and yeah, that was cool.
Oh no, that's not my favorite episode. I'm gonna change my mind like you. The Doctor's daughter.
Oh yeah, with Tennant.
Because I really want her to come back because it definitely showed at the end that she did.
Yeah, she
survive.
I know.
So I really want her to be like...
But she could be a different face because she could regenerate.
No, she was only half Time Lord, so she didn't change her face. Did you see that at the end?
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Where would you like the TARDIS to land? Like on the show, I guess.
In my backyard. I'm just kidding. No, I'd love that, but, like, for something really dangerous, like the Empire State Building, and then it's the building part, and then the point. What if it landed, like, on here, and...
Woo.
That'd be cool. And he gets out, and he's like, no.
Well, I'm going to ask this question, even though I just asked it the last Ask Colin video. I'm going to ask you
Yeah.
again, because people keep asking over and over and over. Favorite villain?
The Ood.
The Ood, yep. How did you get into Doctor Who? Same way I did.
Well, my mom didn't know about it, but my dad always did. And when I was like 5, I would always see this thing on my dad's shelf, because he had his own like shelf thing, and there was a TARDIS up there, and I looked up in my history books at school and stuff, and I thought he was just really into police. So I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And I asked him, why do you have that? And then he explained it to me, and I thought it was really cool. So I watched my first Doctor Who episode, which the very first episode I ever saw was the 9th Doctor one, where he was about to kill a Dalek. I forget exactly what it was. No, he wanted to kill a Dalek because it was all this thing because he thought Rose died. And, it was the one where this guy was collecting parts in the museum. The museum one.
Okay.
Where they showed a classic Cyberman, and I didn't know what that was. But at the time, but now I do. It's
Okay.
the museum one.
Back to this last episode last night. How did you feel about the Doctor being the cause of so many lives lost?
I really didn't like that.
Yeah.
Because it
the
just gives
Doctor
more
that we
army
know,
for Missy.
right? When the Doctor we know and love tries to prevent that at all costs, and really feels
Yeah.
bad, like your dad said in the car. He said that the previous doctors would have apologized excessively. He said, "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." You know,
they would have been really devastated over it.
Yeah,
and
really
he's just
upset.
like, and the 12th Doctor's just like, top player,
he's
if
a
you want to
lost
say
cause.
anything.
He's a lost cause.
He was
Forget
dead
him.
already.
Yeah.
It was just horrible. Ugh.
Yeah. Well, do you feel it was undoctor-like to let the Dalek antibodies kill that man? We do.
Yes. Yes, we do.
I hope it comes around and there's some good.
I really hope he's
reason.
just still in the regeneration cycle.
I don't know.
But I really didn't like how all the other doctors, when they're still in the regeneration process, they breathe out that little bit of thing, like David Tennant did and Matt Smith did.
Yeah.
He never did.
What do you think of 12 so far?
Not really. Also,
Well, I know some people are really excited because they like the angry doctor, the mean doctor. I don't.
I don't. Well, I like any doctor, but still, I think I'm. Well, that's what I said.
I'm okay with him being grumpy and Scottish, and that's all fine with me. But letting people
Now I can
die,
complain about things.
right? But letting people die and not doing anything about it, I'm not cool with.
Yeah, but
I'm still upset about him leaving Clara in the first episode. Although somebody said to me on a YouTube comment that that if he'd brought her with him, that they would have all followed them. Okay, fine, but
he didn't tell Clara that.
Right. It didn't.
He's
seem
just
it.
like, and he opened the door a little bit and then closed it.
Yeah, he's like, oh, never mind. All right, did you like Deep Breath or Into the Dalek more?
Deep breath.
I didn't like Deep Breath because I never liked the regeneration.
But it referenced Madame de Pompadour.
That was cool. That was cool.
And he's like, and he couldn't put his finger on it. And I'm like, ugh. But I really wish he was nicer.
Okay, I think I know what this question was supposed to mean. I can't believe I was gotten ahead of myself and only wrote half the question. It says, do you think Journey Blue again? I think I meant to say, do you think we'll see Journey Blue again?
What's Journey Blue?
The soldier girl? The one to come with the doctor, and he said, no, that's another thing. Where he's like, no, I don't like soldiers. You know? But do you think we'll see her again?
No. Well, maybe yes, because I think the Dalek were blue, Journey Blue. I think she is like in the future, and so she's Pink's descendants. So we might see her again.
Well, that was I wrote this question, and then right after I wrote it down, I made a mark so I know that it was my question to ask you. Somebody asked this question. Because I was like, nobody's asked this yet. But what do you think of Mr. Pink and the Clara and the Pink thing? What do you think? Do you think they're going to have a romantic relationship? Do you think they should?
I don't think they should.
Why?
I just don't think.
You don't like any romantic stuff.
No. I like Rose and Mickey, but then it didn't work out. So.
I didn't
Whatever.
like Rose and Mickey. I like Rose and the Doctor.
Well, but oh, and I like the Amy and Rory thing, but
Amy and Rory. Oh, I love that. But you don't like.
But yeah, I really don't like because he's all soldiery and do.
I think he's got some issues with that, though. Do you see how he cried when somebody said, "Did you ever kill anybody who wasn't a soldier?"
Yeah.
And he had a tear. So I think there's some backstory there.
He helped River Song. No, I'm just kidding.
What do you think of the Dalek antibodies? That was interesting. They said antibodies, and I was looking down, and I look up, and I was expecting, in a body, antibodies look like they look like organic things, and in the Dalek they're round metallic thing,
Yeah.
And I thought that was interesting.
I love, but how the Doctor said, well, if the Dalek's nice, why is his antibodies attacking us? And the Doctor said, well, can you control your antibodies? And she's like,
What villain do you think will be in the Robin Hood episode next week?
I don't know. I think there might be an evil king, like in the actual Robin Hood. But I think Robin Hood doesn't really like the Doctor because the Doctor in the commercial said, "There's no such thing as Robin Hood," and an arrow went right into his TARDIS, like right there.
Not a good first impression.
No.
Okay, last two questions. Which villain do you think they should bring back?
I don't know.
Ood? The Ood? You like the Ood?
I like the Ood, but I don't really want them back.
No?
They're cool. They electrocute people with their talking balls, but I really would love for them to bring back I'm trying to think of the name.
Can you describe it? Maybe I can help.
Yes, I can. She's the it's the girl who was like they like messed with her brain and made her the cyber person.
Oh,
The one in the red dress.
Yeah,
I
with the giant Cyberman.
Yeah, but then she turned good.
Okay,
Well,
I
she
get you.
screamed and exploded, but I wish they'd like bring her back.
I think
but
she died though.
I know, but what if she didn't? Because it didn't actually show her dying, it just showed it exploded. What if somehow she survived, and then she's possibly still corrupted and traumatized by that experience, so
Okay.
she turns evil herself,
Okay.
and then destroys stuff with her new cyber powers? Like
Interesting.
she gets there's some weird genetic thing because she exploded with Cybermen.
Gotcha.
So maybe she destroys people with cyber awesomeness. That'd be cool.
Okay, last question. What do you think of the new opening? We saw a cool thing about that in that little Doctor Who special, that
yeah.
it was somebody online who created that.
I
And that was
really
really
like
cool.
that because it's time, and then the time turns into
I know.
spiral staircase with space on
Yeah,
the side.
it's timey-wimey.
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know where she picks that stuff up. Because from the
Yeah. Okay, so that's all we have about Doctor Who today. We really liked the episode, although it sounded like we were complaining about it. We do enjoy it. We just
we did.
we just enjoyed complaining about it too.
Yeah, but I really think it's gonna be better. Like you said,
I'm excited for everything to
Rose
unravel.
Tyler, Ninth Doctor thing.
I think I'm waiting for it to all unravel and for us all to go, oh, that's what that was about.
That's who Missy is.
Yeah.
Because
So-
the last episode in the season is called Death in Heaven.
Yes. I'm just really excited that on Saturday mornings I can wake up and go, Doctor Who's tonight? It's been like over a year since we've been able to do that. Very exciting.
Yep.
Okay, you ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, say goodbye.
Bye.